When I turned 27, I found myself working diligently in an office in Istanbul. My dedication to my work promised a bright future ahead. Despite being alone in this vast world, I found solace in my work, and contentment filled my days. During leisurely Saturday afternoons, I would often stroll along the shores of the Bosporus, taking in the breathtaking views of the city. On one particular Saturday, I embarked on a ferry ride, allowing the gentle waves to carry me away from the bustling cityscape. As the ferry ventured further into the vastness of the sea, a sense of tranquility enveloped me. However, my moment of peace was soon interrupted as the ferry unexpectedly encountered strong currents, propelling us further into the depths of the ocean. Panic gripped me as I realized our predicament. Hours passed, and hope began to fade, until a passing cargo ship spotted our distress signals and came to our rescue. The cargo ship, bound for New York City, welcomed us aboard. The journey ahead was arduous, marked by turbulent seas and relentless storms. To pay for my passage, I offered my services as a deckhand, working alongside the ship's crew. Upon reaching the shores of New York City, I found myself with worn-out clothes and only a single dollar to my name. With uncertainty looming over me, I relied on my resilience to navigate through the challenges that lay ahead. Little did I know my arrival in New York City would mark the beginning of an extraordinary chapter in my life. Unbeknownst to me, two eccentric brothers had engaged in a peculiar wager. The brothers, both esteemed members of New York's high society, found themselves embroiled in a debate regarding the fate of an honest and intelligent stranger who arrived in the city with nothing but $1 million banknote. One brother asserted that the stranger would inevitably perish, unable to exchange the banknote without arousing suspicion of theft. In contrast, the other brother held firm in his belief that the stranger could survive for 30 days without falling into the hands of the authorities. A substantial sum of money was wagered on the outcome of this bizarre experiment, with one brother betting that the stranger would succumb to his circumstances, and the other wagering that the stranger would persevere. As fate would have it, I unwittingly became the subject of their wager. The brothers, intrigued by my arrival in New York, deemed me to be the ideal candidate for their experiment. One fateful day, I found myself summoned to their opulent residence, where they revealed the terms of their bet. To my bewilderment, I was handed an envelope containing a sizable sum of money and a cryptic letter outlining the conditions of the wager. The letter, devoid of any identifying information, tasked me with a monumental challenge to survive for 30 days in New York City with nothing but the $1 million banknote in my possession. If successful, I would be rewarded with any job and salary of my choosing or with the enigmatic letter and the weight of the brothers' wager upon my shoulders. I embarked on a journey through the labyrinthine streets of New York City. At every turn, I encountered both adversity and opportunity. The city's bustling thoroughfares presented a myriad of challenges, from navigating the intricacies of its financial institutions to forging meaningful connections with its diverse inhabitants. Yet, amidst the chaos of urban life, I discovered moments of unexpected kindness and generosity. From the humble street vendors who offered me sustenance to the astute businessmen who recognized the value of my enigmatic banknote, I traversed the city's social strata with a sense of determination and resilience. As the days turned into weeks, I found myself embroiled in a whirlwind of events that would forever alter the course of my life. With each passing day, I uncovered new facets of New York's rich tapestry, forging bonds with its denizens and navigating the complexities of its socioeconomic landscape. Yet, it was not until the eve of the 30th day that the true significance of the brothers' wager was revealed. In a moment of revelation, I realized that the $1,000,000 banknote was not merely a symbol of wealth, but a catalyst for transformation, a key that unlocked the doors to limitless possibilities. With newfound clarity, I embraced the challenge before me, channeling my resourcefulness and ingenuity to overcome every obstacle in my path. And as the final day dawned, I stood on the precipice of destiny, poised to claim victory in the ultimate game of chance. On the 30th day, amidst the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan, I stood before the two brothers, their eyes alight with anticipation. With a mixture of pride and humility, I recounted my journey through the labyrinth of New York City, from the bustling streets of Times Square to the tranquil shores of Central Park. In the end, it was not the $1,000,000 banknote that determined my fate, but the resilience of the human spirit, the unwavering belief in the power of perseverance. And as I stood before the brothers, their wager resolved, I realized that the true measure of wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the richness of one's experiences and the bonds forged along the way. With a sense of gratitude and reverence, I accepted their offer of any job and salary of my choosing, knowing that my greatest reward lay not in the spoils of victory, but in the journey itself. And so, as the sun set over the Manhattan skyline, I departed from the brothers' residence, my heart brimming with gratitude and hope for the adventures that lay ahead. For in the city that never sleeps, anything is possible, and dreams are limited only by the bounds of imagination. As I walked through the bustling streets of New York City, a sense of exhilaration coursed through my veins. With each step, I felt the weight of the brothers' wager lift from my shoulders, replaced by a newfound sense of purpose and determination. In the days that followed, I embraced my role as a citizen of New York, immersing myself in its vibrant culture and dynamic energy. From the iconic landmarks of Broadway to the hidden gems of Greenwich Village, I explored every corner of the city, savoring its myriad delights and embracing its boundless opportunities. And as I looked towards the horizon, I knew that my journey was far from over. For in the city that never sleeps, every dawn brings the promise of a new beginning, and every challenge is an opportunity to rise above and conquer. So, as I stand on the threshold of a new chapter in my life, I am filled with gratitude for the experiences that have shaped me and the people who have guided me along the way. For in the heart of New York City, amidst the hustle and bustle of urban life, I have found not just a city, but a home, and not just a wager, but a destiny waiting to unfold. Do each activity for 40 minutes every day. You can read and listen to our basic English stories. The voice-over in this video is given in English for 40 minutes. Again, listen.